Hello students, this video is for class 10th chemistry, chapter 2 acid, bases and salts. Today we are going to do the topic pH. Okay, this is part 1 of the video. pH scale pH scale is actually a way to measure the strength of an acid or a base. It means that if we want to find out that how strong is the acid or base, we can find it out by finding out the pH of a particular solution. Okay, now let us first understand what do we mean by pH. Actually, P stands for potens. Potens is a German word. It's a German language word which means power. Okay, so P stands for potens in German language and the meaning is power, and H is for hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen ion concentration. Now here pH means power of hydrogen ion concentration, and with the help of pH we can find out how strong is the acid or base, right? There was a scientist, a biochemist actually, whose name was Sorensen, and Sorensen was a scientist who discovered pH scale, right? So for pH scale there was a paper discovered. Paper discovered means a pH paper was made. Now how this pH paper was made, there is an indicator which is known as universal indicator. Right, you have read about indicators earlier. Universal indicator is actually a mixture of many indicators. It is not a single indicator. Universal indicator is a mixture of indicators. Various indicators are mixed and this solution is made, which is known as universal indicator. And after that what is done is we put, if we want to find out that what is the pH, then we can take a solution, right, which we want to examine, put 1 or 2 drops of universal indicator to the solution which you want to test, okay, and then see the color change, right? So one way is this, and one more way is that you can put this, you can take a filter paper strip and put it in the universal indicator, okay, and that paper is known as pH paper, right? So we can do both the ways. Universal indicator is a solution, right? So what we can do is we can put drops of any solution which we want to check in the universal indicator, and then according to the color change we can decide what is the pH, right? In the same way, and more easy way is that naturally using a pH paper is more easy, that you put a drop of solution which you want to test on the pH paper and see the color change, right? And whatever is the color change, now you can determine according to the color change that what is the pH of a particular solution. Okay, for example, now this is a pH paper. This pH paper has different colors. This is a color chart for it, and these are the values of pH, right? Suppose you take a pH paper and you put drop of solution which you want to examine, and the color changes to dark red. Now this one is the dark red color. Now if the color changes to dark red, it means it is strongly acidic. Okay, it's a strong acid, right? So if the color is dark red, it is strong acid and the pH value is 0. Then comes your red color. If it is red, naturally it is also acidic. 2 is also acidic. You can see the variation in the color is decreasing. Okay, as you go, this red color is decreasing, it is turning to pink. Okay, then it is for pH 3 it is reddish orange, then 4 is orange, then 5 is yellow, then 6 is greenish yellow, then 7 is green. 7 is actually the pH which is neutral, for neutral solution. If the color changes to green, it means your solution is neutral and it has a pH equal to 7. Okay, and then 8 is bluish green, then blue, light blue, then dark blue, then it becomes purple, dark purple, then violet, and this is the highest one which is you can say it is dark violet. Now this dark violet, if the color changes to dark violet, it means your solution is basic, highly basic or strongly basic solution. Okay, so according to the color change, we can find out that what is the pH of the particular solution, right? As such, no color is visible, but when it is dipped in the solution, right, then we can examine the paper and it acquires a specific color. Okay, so if it is red, it means it is acidic. If it is yellow, now suppose the color is yellow, it means that it is weak acid. This is weak acid. If the color is turning to yellow, it means it is weak acid. If the color is blue, suppose the color is blue, so it is weak base, right? It is weak base. And if it is violet, dark violet, it is strong base. So according to the color change, we can find out the strength, means how strong is the acid or base, right? This is your pH paper. Now there is one more graph which is given in your book. Let us understand what does this mean. Actually this chart or this graph, this shows this area is showing OH minus ion concentration, and this shows hydrogen ion concentration. Okay, now this is 0 and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the pH. Okay, this is 7 and this is still 14. Sorensen said that pH scale begins from 0 and ends at 4, right? And this is as the pH increases, here this pH is increasing and hydrogen ion concentration is decreasing. As the hydrogen ion concentration decreases, the pH increases. It means that pH is inversely proportional to hydrogen ion concentration. This is the relationship between pH and hydrogen ion concentration. Hydrogen ion concentration is always written in the square brackets. Now here at 0, this is 0, pH is 0, and here the hydrogen ion concentration is maximum. You can see that hydrogen ion concentration is maximum. As the hydrogen ion concentration decreases, the pH is increasing. Okay, or we can say as we move from left to right, here what is increasing is the basic character is increasing. Basic character is increasing, and if you move from this side, this is acidic character is increasing. This is the acidic character. Acidic character is increasing this way. So here at 0, pH, hydrogen ion concentration is maximum. Then at 7 it is neutral. 7 is a neutral value where the OH ion concentration and hydrogen ion concentration is same, right? Then after that, hydrogen ion concentration is decreasing and OH minus concentration is increasing. So naturally the basic character is increasing, and this is the strong base at pH equal to 14. Hydroxide ion concentration is maximum, okay, and hydrogen ion concentration is least, it is minimum, right? Now there are several solutions, okay, which are given in your book. There is a table given in your book to find out that what is the pH. Okay, this is let us first understand, see the values. For gastric juice, it is 1.2. The pH is 1.2. It means it is acidic. Okay, let me tell you this, that if the pH is less than 7, then it is acidic. Then the solution is acidic. If the pH is equal to 7, then it is neutral. And if the pH is more than 7, it is a base. This is a criteria, right? So this is different solutions. Gastric juice is 1.2, it means it is acidic, right? Lemon juice is 2.2, pH of lemon juice is 2.2, naturally that is also acidic, but naturally gastric juice is more acidic than lemon juice. Then vinegar is 3, acid rain is 5.6, the pH of acid rain is 5.6. Milk is 6.5. Blood is neutral. Blood is almost 7.4. Pure water, we can say it is 7. Okay, then is lime water. Lime water is 11. That is, it is basic in nature. Okay, then dilute HCl. Dilute HCl is 1 and concentrated HCl is 0. It means naturally concentrated HCl is more acidic than dilute HCl, because the pH of concentrated HCl is 0 and dilute HCl is 1, and we have already read about it that pH is inversely related to hydrogen ion concentration. If the hydrogen ion concentration is more, pH will be less, right? So hydrogen ion concentration is more in concentrated HCl, so naturally it is more acidic and the pH is less, that is 0. Then for dilute NaOH and for concentrated NaOH, concentrated NaOH is 14. It is more basic than dilute NaOH, and dilute NaOH is 13. Okay, it is less basic than concentrated NaOH. All these values are to be remembered, means you need to remember. Then there is one before meal. It's given in your book. There is a table given in your book that before meal what is the pH of saliva. Actually, saliva has a pH of 7.4 before we eat the meal, right? And after we eat the meal, then it becomes acidic in nature. Okay, it becomes 5.8. The pH of after meal, the saliva becomes acidic in nature. Okay, so it is 5.8. There are many values like colorless aerated drink, that is also asked in your book. So colorless aerated drinks means your cold drinks, okay, which you are very fond of. So these colorless aerated drinks, they have a pH of 6, right? There is one more given in your book like carrot juice. What is the pH of carrot juice? You should know all these values, at least those which are given in your book. So carrot juice is 6. Okay, so it is naturally you can find out these naturally you cannot find out these values, but you have to remember this. Actually, exact values can be calculated by using pH meter, right? Nowadays pH meter is used to find out the exact values. Otherwise, if you have to find out on an average, means we can find out the pH by using pH paper, but that is not the exact value. Exact value of pH can be found by using a pH meter, right? Now let us understand more about pH. Actually, pH, as I said, is inversely proportional to hydrogen ion concentration. Okay, now if we have to find out pH, okay, suppose hydrogen ion concentration is given to you, and hydrogen ion concentration H plus ion concentration is 10 raised to power minus 7. If this is given to you, now you have to find out what is the pH. So the formula which we use for finding out pH is equal to minus log H plus. Minus log H plus, this is the formula used for finding out the pH. I think you will not get a question to find out pH, but still you should be aware of it, that how it is calculated. You should know all this. Minus log H plus. Okay, so if I do like this, minus log H plus means hydrogen ion concentration. If it is given in the question that it is 10 raised to power minus 7, this is the concentration given. Concentration is always given in moles per liter. Okay, unit is moles per liter. Now this is minus log 10 raised to power minus 7. Log is calculated by the log table, but for your reference here, let me tell you that log 10 is equal to 1. Okay, if you know this, I think your problem is solved here. So minus log, okay. Now how this log is solved is, it is written like this. This is minus log 10 raised to power minus 7. So it is written like this, minus outside the bracket, then this is minus 7 log 10. Actually 10 is the base. This is how we find out. So minus, again I write here minus 7, and log 10, the value of log 10 is 1. So this is minus minus plus, this becomes 7. Okay, those of you who want to go in detail, you can understand like this. Otherwise, those of you who have just to learn, you can learn like this, that what is pH, whatever is the power given here, that is the pH. Hydrogen ion concentration is given in the question, so easily you can say that 7 is the pH. So we can define pH as the magnitude of the negative power to which 10 must be raised to show the hydrogen ion concentration in moles per liter. If the hydrogen ion concentration is given to you as 10 raised to power minus 14, then naturally how we have defined pH, that it is the magnitude. Magnitude means the value. Magnitude of the negative power to which 10 must be raised, okay, to show or to express the hydrogen ion concentration in moles per liter. So directly you can write that the pH is 14. This is how we can calculate the pH. Okay, thank you. Now you can view second part of the video. Okay.